so we can break apart the yeah.
Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Learning Tree. I am Sahasra. I am again back with a new chapter, that is animal fiber. Animal fibers are natural fibers that consist large amount of certain proteins which are obtained from animals. We get fibers from both plants and animals. Cotton, jute, Deccan hemp, coconut plant fibers are useful to make different kinds of fabric. In the same manner, we get fabrics of silk and wool from animals like silkworms, sheep, goat, camel, yak, etc. We know that how fibers are obtained from the plants. In this chapter, we will learn how they are obtained from animals. Firstly, we will know how silk fabric is made. Story of silk. Making of silk is a very interesting story. To understand better, let us divide the whole process into 4 stages. Stage 1. In the stage 1, silk moths are kept in grill mesh boxes in separate rooms. Scientific name of these moths is Bombyx mori. At the time of laying eggs, the persons who grow these moths arrange white cloth pieces. Moths lay hundreds of eggs. A female moth lays around 500 eggs in one go and dies. The eggs are small in size. These eggs hatch in special chambers, usually on the beds of chopped mulberry leaves, to get small worms. The silk moths are sold. The centers where the silk moths are sold are called grenages. In this stage, the grown worms called larvae feed on the mulberry leaves. These worms eat leaves day and night. They need good hygienic conditions and proper light to grow. This is known as cericulture. The process of rearing silkworms for obtaining silk is known as cericulture. When they grow bigger, they are transferred into big-sized cane frames called cocoonage. After 30 to 35 days, the caterpillar stops eating and settles at a particular place. Then it starts weaving a net to hold itself. It moves its mouth from side to side and secretes a substance. This substance becomes strong when it is exposed to air and heat. This substance forms the silk fiber. The net is woven completely to cover the body of caterpillar. This seems to be a closed sac. It is called as cocoon. The larva of silkworm undergoes changes in the cocoon into a moth. After 2 to 3 weeks, the young moths come out from the cocoon and fly away. Within 2 to 3 days of formation of cocoon, they are removed from the tray and the larvae is killed inside by a process called stifling. In this process, they are kept in a steam oven for 15 to 20 minutes. Here you may get a doubt like, what happens if the larva is not killed inside? For this, the answer is, if they are not stifled, then the larvae inside cut its way out after growing into a moth and spoil the cocoon. We will not be able to get a continuous thread of silk from such a cocoon. Thus, we won't be able to obtain a quality fiber for fabric. Stifling helps us to store the cocoons for a long time. This process is usually done in a reeling centers. These cocoons are kept in sealed bags and sold at the cocoon center. Stage 3. In this, the cocoons are boiled in water to get silk fiber. The cocoons have to be boiled to loosen the fiber so that it will be easy to reel it. Caterpillar of silkworm spins fiber, which is mainly made up of 2 types of protein, that are sericin and fibrosin, and it is very strong. Obtaining silk fiber from cocoon is called reeling. It is done with special machines called reelers and twisters. The silk fiber is carefully collected from the cocoon and nearly 3 to 8 of such threads are wound together to make yarn from it, which is reeled. The yarn is cleaned, bleached and colored. Now this yarn is ready for weaving into a variety of designed fabrics on looms. Stage 4. It is the last stage to get silk fabric. The yarn is woven on looms to get silk fabric. Here, some chemicals are added to strengthen the silk fibers. Let us know more about the silk fabric in Telangana. Pochampalli, the silk city of Telangana. Weaving is a traditional occupation for the people living here. Pochampalli Pattu and Dharmavaram are the famous types produced by the Telangana. Pochampalli Pattu is also called tie and dye or jamdani. Dharmavaram is famous for its white border and rich butta or dots. They use both hand looms and power looms to weave the silk. These are the different stages involved in getting the silk fabric. Coming to the story of wool. We get wool from hair of the different animals like sheep, goat, yak, llama, camel, etc. It is also called fleece or fur. It is mainly a protein called keratin. Good quality wool is obtained from merino sheep. They are specially reared. The fleece is 3 to 5 inches long and very fine and most valuable. A merino sheep may yield about 5 to 18 kgs of wool per year. Now let us learn the different processes involved in obtaining the wool. During spring season, fleece of sheep is removed from its body using a type of razor. This process is called shearing. To prevent damage to skin, grease is used. Do you know why shearing is done during spring season? Shearing is done in the spring season because it is a bit hot in spring, so animals can survive without their protective coat of hair. But if shearing is done in winter, the animal's health will be affected. So next, the sheared fur is dipped in tanks which is filled with water and stirred with a spade. This water contains some chemicals to remove grease, dirt and dust. This process is called washing or scouring. After washing, cool air is passed over the wool which makes it softer. After making it soften, then it is separated from the unwanted materials like twigs or bits of leaves, etc. They are also arranged in groups like the longer ones at one side, broken one at another side, smaller one, etc. This process is called sorting or wool classing. Fur is a soft mass of wool. Woolen fibers are bleached and then dyed with different colors. These colored fibers are used to make yarn. These fibers are then combed. There is a machine for combing wool. Wool is pulled through many teeth of the combing machine. From there, a machine rolls and pulls it out into a thick rope and another twists it into a long thread. This is the process of spinning. Woolen fabrics are knitted by using the needles. Woolen can be knit easily because it has the natural bend or crimp on it. Hand looms and power looms are also used on which woolen yarn is woven to fabric. Woolen threads are stretched from top of the loom to the bottom. These are called warp threads. The threads that go side to side are weft threads. One more important part of the loom is the harness. The harness lifts every other warp thread so that the weft threads go over one and under the next. All types of yarn, whether cotton or silk or wool, etc., are woven in this manner. And these are the various processes which involves in the making of woolen fabric. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe our channel Learning Tree.